I'm like this close from crashing. Alright, so we're gonna try it a little different. I didn't want to name it What If Deku a live stream just because I was trying to do what ifs and I was trying to keep it like what if lazies, but maybe I need to do it like this so people can see it. Cause like I don't really know how the algorithm works for this. Like I don't know if it's popping up at the short or do you just see the chat on left? I'm not 100% sure. So I'm probably gonna give this like 5 minutes max. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So yeah, and basically the ideal is for me to be able to live stream, get some people to come in, we talk, they give me some ideas, I bust out a couple of what ifs while on live stream. Y'all are able to help me make the story in real time and stuff like that. So let me open up chat, make sure that's going. Why would I filter the message? Hold on, man. I get it. Sometimes you don't want. Yeah, it just depends. Um, but it would theoretically work really well if like you get your peoples to come in, they come in. I'm talking about different story plots, and sometimes it's just information or stating someone's opinion. Because when it comes to the whole ideal of like certain topics, like what if Naruto did this, or why did Goku do this, or Vegeta, or insert character, it really just kind of depends on you know what factors and components are we accounting for, if that makes sense, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm really trying to see if I can get that to work and if I can get that to make sense, because if I'm able to do something like that fairly consistently and I'm able to get enough people to come in and be like, yeah, hey, I'm really liking what you're doing here, it would do so many things. I would have real time feedback. I'd also be able to do soft launches of videos and stuff like that, because I'll be like, hey guys, all right, so we're at the end of the stream. I could talk about different ideas, baseline concepts, even give like a little snippet or teaser. This would also help incentivize people to come in and join in, but this would also reward the people that did do it, because you're not always going to see the live if you wasn't here for the live. But so far, I'm not making any progress. I'm not. It's not working. I don't know if I need to like try to find where the tags are at, or if I need to go like look up how to get the live streams to work. People do come, but I ask questions and no one's answering none of the questions. Make sure my mic's on. So I don't know if I'm getting people like from my subscribers and maybe some stragglers, or if it's just complete randeezes, right? So, all right, what's good, Angel? So I'm not 100% sure. We still got, we still. I just said hi. Oh, maybe they just said hi. They're just repeating. Say hi. Do I wave? Does that do something, or is it just telling me to say it? Still working on it. Still trying to figure it out. I haven't live streamed since like 2020, like, and that was just because I hit 1,000 subscribers for me doing my what ifs. But I got a couple of people in here, and we still got two ish. Wait, what? No show. Oh, I'm no en español. I was trying to think of the other word. En español no. Pico. Peak. No en español pico. Some akin to that. But I don't know how many people we got in here right now, but for the people that are in here, is there any particular we're looking for? Like what type of what ifs we like? Cause like I'm looking to do some of my hero what ifs to really get it going. I'm not opposed to doing Dragon Ball Z, and also Naruto too. It just depends on kind of what we're looking for and stuff like that. Because initially I thought this was gonna kind of be like I would get up some some subscribers, even though I haven't been in no one's feed for a minute, but it's looking like what's up, Angel? What's good, Ray? I don't know if that's how you say your name. So yeah, y'all can hear me, right? Y'all can hear me. I'm not bugging, am I? Oh, okay, okay. All right. I know it's not Ray, but I can't spell to save my life. All right, so Ray Production Suites, Ruby. I think it's Ruby. What the hell? Hold up. Oh, okay. All right. So peep. So what type of what ifs we thinking about doing today, peoples? Now, unless I get a lot of all right, cool beans, bro. So what we looking for, bro? Because like I can do a little bit of Dragon Ball Z, I can do a little bit of My Hero, other stuff like that. I originally did try to say like do the what if lazy to make it a brand to increase algorithm or some other stuff to do the what if series. So if I did what if boss DK and so forth, it would help like that. Plus, since it's a live stream, it's a little different than like me just uploading a regular video. And then I would take the live stream, cut it up in nice size pieces and stuff. So that's kind of the vision, but it hasn't been working like that. When it comes to the what ifs and stuff, it's not even like I gave it up on it neither. That's the upsetting part. I've literally gotten so many different ideas and so many different ways that I'm trying to form it, trying to word it. But I'm very particular. So it's like a blend of analysis paralysis where like I'm sitting here trying to think of every plot point, backstory, context, and stuff like that. So it's a whole lot of. Say hi. Are they telling me what to do? I'm confused. But so yeah, so what we thinking about today, peoples? Like we trying to. Is there any what ifs, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, My Hero related that we would like to kind of conjure up upon this day? Eventually, one of these days, I will make like a second channel that's like, don't laugh at me. No, bro, because it's confusing, bro. I don't get it for real. It says hi, then it has the wave. So like, do I wave like Snapchat? Like, bro, I don't know. And so, but also, hold on, let me see. I'm trying to see how this live streams work, stuff like that. But also too, I'm debating because I might need to just do gameplay. You know what I mean? So I don't know just yet. I don't know just yet, but I'm gonna figure it out. I might give up before then, but I'll try to figure it out first and see what I can do to make it work. So what we thinking about, peoples? What we thinking about? Talk to me. Yeah, this worked better in my head. Yeah, do a dance. You want me to toot my cheeks up, bro? Come on, that's crazy work, bro. Why would I do a dance? For what reason? What incentivized do I have to do a dance? Just for your raw entertainment? Is that what's being said here? Do it. All right, I got you. Wait, why? Are you gonna like donate or something? Like to a dance? Bro just hit me with the yeah. Go ahead and dance for me, boy. Like, bro, that's heinous, nefarious acts. I wonder if I can change that. Hmm. Yeah, this live stream didn't work at all. please. I mean, that's all nice and dandy, but like, why would I? You know what I mean? It's like, bro, just say, yeah, dance for me real quick, sweetheart. You know how people do crazy things for likes and reposts? Now, if there's some money in, that's a different story. But yeah, I don't think this live stream shit gonna work. I even titled it "What If?" What if Deku? I really thought that was doing something. Damn, maybe YouTube was beyond me. Damn, I really thought it. How many people we got in chat? Yo, people, talk to me. Damn. Yo, Doug Tempest. Man, dog, just bad, bro. Dog, look, I thought I was cooking, right? Like, you gotta understand, bro. I've never given up, right? Like I've posted every blue moon, right? I've literally been like just in this. Okay. So it was the Minecraft series at first, right? This was like 2, 3 years back. I did it back in 2020 initially, but then I was like, I'm gonna reboot it, make it better. That took a minute. I didn't feel comfortable doing that. Then I end up working a couple of jobs that were just all bad, right? After I worked that, I then was learning about Naruto to do Naruto what ifs. After I learned all of this stuff, I realized that wasn't gonna work because the algorithm is so used to my hero content. So then I was like, okay, I need to think of some really solid like my hero what ifs. It just kept being one thing after another. Mind you, we're not even talking about just like my day to day, right? We're just talking about this. Bro, I thought that I was cooking when I decided to do like the live stream thing, right? Because I was like, bro, I'm such a genius, right? I was like, bro, I can do what if lazies, right? So I can upload what ifs, but I say lazy, but it's not me being lazy because my version of being lazy is someone busting their ass to the highest degree. I was like, I'll do a live stream, have it to where people come in, they talk about the what ifs they want to see. You feel me? And then what I'll do is the live stream going, that's cooking. We eat real good, right? And then boom, cut that up, and then I'll put it on my main part of the page, right? Then I'll have like a thumbnail. Like, let's say we did 3 different ones. Like, what if Deku had this quirk, and that, right? Many thumbnails. And then I'd have lazy for the what ifs. You feel me? But on top of that, I'd be able to upload to the algorithm, thus creating a positive feedback loop. Also, people be like, oh, yeah, I gotta see the live stream. Hey guys, this is What If Lazy series, blah, 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 boom. Man, I really, another minute, just handle that. And so I really thought I was cooking. I was like, yeah, that'll work. This way I don't overthink it and I can make what ifs in real time with supporter and viewers input. And then I was like, the donations would theoretically work too, because if it's like, what if Deku part 2 or part 3 or whatever, I'm like, all right, donate, Cash App, PayPal, blah, blah, blah. This way, it's something completely free. You feel me? Something completely free. And you can do yeah, I don't know why bro speaking in another language. But it's like it's something completely free. You don't get charged for it, you don't get nothing. But if you're like, I want to see this right now, and then you got other people saying it, that would help with donations. A soft upload of certain video ideas, because I'll be like, hey guys, what y'all think about this story? It all started on a dark night many, many years ago. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? I had the vision. Oh, okay. I speak English. I'm confuddled. But that's pretty much it, bro. But none of that worked in the slightest, bro. It's bad, bro. I tried the live stream, but the live stream not. I think YouTube might, damn. Yeah, understatement. I just gave you a real short version, solely talking about the YouTube. Solely talking about the YouTube. So yeah, YouTube might just be beyond what I can handle. That's kind of the conclusion I came to. Duck Tempest. Either that or I gotta like rebrand the whole channel or something. But I think that's harder than starting a new channel, if that makes sense. I don't. Probably, bro. I don't know. I've tried so many different things, bro. I don't. Oh yeah. Cause I'm pretty much almost done. I'm just gonna have to forsake this and just kind of let this die. Cause I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I should just try to start a new channel or. Cause I've tried to keep it consistent and stuff like that, but I got just so many ideas that it's kind of. And it's a mixed bag of multiple factors, but like I got so many ideas, but I have to make sure they're a certain level of quality because a lot of YouTubers that do air quote good in this category or niche, they they don't do it justice, so it makes me more rageful. So I'm like, no, bro, you can't just make someone strong. Like for example, if you know anything about Dragon Ball Z, it literally is like if Goku went Super Saiyan like today, right? And everyone's watching it. Or hell, like Luffy going Gear Fifth, right? The what if YouTubers, right? They'll come from left field and then they'll be like, all right, what if Deku, what if, insert character had Gear Fifth or Super Saiyan? And it's like, we just got we're on like episode 2. We're just seeing what he can do right now. It's not no Master Super Saiyan. We don't know none about that. So the second a new shiny transformation come out, and then all they did was just give him the generic thing. So it's like Goku gets mad. They give Deku or insert MC, right? I'll just say Deku for simplifications. They give insert Deku the same thing. Let me finish the point, then I'll answer that. So they'll literally have like Deku lose a good friend and then turn Super Saiyan. I won't forgive you. And then it's like, this is such a cop out or generic. Why not just make something like a nil to be able to do without getting that many views? Yes and no. That's the hard part though, bro. Cause like right now I got what if Deku had the power of the nether, the end. What if Deku was a librarian? What if Deku was an enchanter? I have all that, on my phone. But the problem is, it's a couple of factors. I got like 30 minutes episodes, not for all of them. They're like ranging from like 30 max to like 10, 20, and one was 14. That's only because half of it got cut out. But I have the ideas and stuff, just really the execution and stuff like that. Because I'm like, okay, I need to be able to do this consistently. But it's a weird loop because like I'm trying to do this, but I can only put such good quality into it. If this makes sense, it's hard to really describe it. Cause like what I would do, like let's say it works right away, right? What I would do is I would do like Dragon Ball Z Naruto, My Hero, and all that other stuff like that or whatever. Yeah, that's the it exactly, bro. So I would do these other ones to help propel me forward because doing My Hero isn't bad or whatever. It's just kind of the niche that I'm stuck in, but I'm not. Because if I did, what if Deku was in the world of One Piece Marine Edition? What if Deku was in Team 7? What if Deku was in the world of Dragon Ball? Probably do Z just for, click rates. That would help me get other people that like what ifs. Um, and so that would be a factor. And then I also would have like I'd go over all my previous heavy hitters, such as like what if Deku, God Quirk, King's Quirk, Ice Quirk. One was Army and Gunslinger. I just decided to make that what if Deku ate the gum gum fruit, not gum gum, but gun fruit, and stuff like that. So yeah, all right. So you have the ideas, but the quality and being consistent is a problem. Yes and no, but pretty much in simplest case, I mean, I'm still dealing with outside factors of like life and everyday things, so it's kind of hard. Like if I'm sitting here struggling for a meal every day, and I'm struggling for X, Y, and Z, it's kind of hard to like just like, hey guys, welcome back. No, it's just kind of like, I'm still thinking about the videos, but also too, I know it's gonna take a minute for the algorithm to reach me, and it's like I'm doing it for free. Like I'm not because I'm at the point where I can get paid for it. So it's like you know what I mean? Because like once I get it, I could possibly get some people to come from it, come to it and stuff like that. But it's multiple factors. It's life hitting me from one way, this hitting me from another way, and then me also trying to prove to myself that I can do this too. Because I have the ideas or whatever, but I was trying to figure out a way where I can not assess over the level of perfection to such a high degree because by default my brain already thinks elevated and very a very high level factor, so I never have the simple thoughts or simple ideas. So when I think of a single idea that sprouts into something monument to the point where I'm like, all right, I got this big idea. So the idea was to do these lazy what ifs, but since I can't make the idea myself because okay, let me give you an example. I'm making something up. I'm trying to think of it. What if Deku had a rock quirk? His quirk capability is allowing him to move a single rock, but I won't say a single rock, piece of rock. This isn't earth bending. It's only rocks, a certain type of material, right? That simple thought, I'm literally thinking of applications. All right, it depends on where you want to go with it. We could. Are you like? Yes, relations. I don't talk to people like that. It's really this not making this money on tip, bro. But like, bro, I'm literally no. I won't use the rock example, but I'll use that. But that's not gonna be my main example. Bro has a rock quirk. So then, if he has a rock quirk and it's not earth bending, so he doesn't have any of the sub attributes, he's only able to move rocks. He probably would be able to utilize multiple pebbles if it's only small amounts and conjure them together. So he'd be able to like kind of use them as pseudo weapons, so like a rock sword, a rock javelin, and stuff like that, and even covering stuff. Or it could even be like a pebbles quirk. You know what I mean? So it could be a couple of factors like that. Then he could use them to fly if he uses small bits of them, like dust them up, and then it would go on and on and on and on. It's so like that. But my favorite one, it actually did pretty good because it was a ship with Toga. But it was what if Deku had the 1 inch quirk? That one I actually liked the application. I did like how I did that story and plot points. Um, where he only could do like he can only move like an inch, right? Like anything or stuff like that, right? So by default, that quirk's useless. But if you use and not just focus on one direction or one thing going inches, if I'm punching, I can tort inches. So imagine pseudo arrows all around where my hands at. So you know what I'm saying? So it gives like extra leverage or extra high. So that is like me trying to have simple ideas. That's why the ideal was to do the live streams with other people coming in, but that didn't fucking work. Because I'm not gonna feel satisfied. Like I'm not gonna like what if Gohan won? I have that video. I'm listening. I had like what if Gohan won, and I have that video and I was able to tell a better story. Like it's hard to describe it too because like when it comes to the because like I'm trying to move the channel away from just my hero over to just what ifs. So basically, move it away from just my hero, scoot it over to anime what is. Then, depending on how good that goes, that could be lucrative. That could be a lot of money right there, right? Because Dragon Ball Z, My Hero, and Dragon Ball Z, My Hero, Naruto, One Piece, Black Clover, cool, right? But if it gets good enough, I could switch it over to what ifs in general. What if society was different? What if, you know what I'm saying? And when I say what ifs, I mean like alternate realities and stuff like that. But that's more story time mixed in with a little philosophy. But for my hero, the story plot points in yes, I do. I do know what that is. But for like my hero and that story beats, it's not as I don't. It's a hit or miss because it's a lot of self insert that's going on when I do those stories. So some stories I can't do the way I want to do, if that makes sense. Like what if Deku had the power of Steve? That's perfect because I'm showing how someone's really strong. Um, where he's OP in the nature of like he could one shot anyone, but the way he's not learning about strength, right? He's learning more about leadership, protecting his crew, being reliable, being a pillar, and all these other attributes. I like that type of plot point where it's like we're not focusing on the generic flaws, right? We're focusing more on the you know what you need to do. Now, can you do what you know you need to do kind of principle? Naruto's a similar thing since it's more gritty and it has a lot more depth into it. I can be a little bit more explicit with stories. And then another factor I was thinking about was too, like if I was able to get into more of the anime just side of what ifs, I could eventually do like maybe a Patreon or subscription kind of like deal. Not necessarily for the sole fact of money, but that's kind of a good component because that gauges on the level of interest. But for the fact of, for my hero in particular, I would really like to talk more rated M stuff. You know what I mean? And not just the typical, ooh, this character had, you know, with this character. And no, I mean, like, there's a lot of prejudice, racism, and a lot of discrimination that goes on in this world. But that would be very nice to put in, like during the Vincel Anti arc, when Dark Deku, that would have been the perfect time to show how people get discriminated, to show how bad it was for quirkless people and people with quirks, but the quirks make them look like monsters. So it's a lot of like these beat points, and this is just like me just slightly thinking, right? You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, all right, this could work. Let me see what bro said, because on Webtoon you can make it. I don't know how to draw, and then I also like yeah, but I don't know how to draw. My spelling and grammar skills are plurable at best. Because I did consider that. I mean, hell, when I got this phone last year, hold up, I'm trying to reach the spot. I got it. Oh my goodness. I got this in the hopes that I could kind of learn how to draw just a little bit. You know what I mean? Because if I know how to draw just a little bit, I might be able to do some animations that would make more people want to watch the video. And yeah, no. The learning curve for me to do stuff in general is already steep and high, but the learning curve to learn how to draw is also high. Because I don't got a problem with AI. Like as long as I would be able to figure out a way I could do, animations, that would be nice. But this isn't working. I really gave this a shot. I don't. I got a couple more plans, but I'm getting kind of to the point where I'm cooked. YouTube might just be out of my scope of capabilities. No, I know it's just words because I mean I presumed it wasn't a web page, but like I kind of can't spell. What is this? Nothing important. Hold on, I'm checking my. All right. Oh, well, hmm. I'll download it because you might be right, bro. You might be right. I'll download it because you're not wrong. Yeah, I couldn't use AI and all that stuff for that. So I could get the base outline and use some AI to help make sure everything's spelled correctly and neatly placed and it keeps the same original thought that I had. So I might give that a try. I don't know how that's gonna work though. I'll look into it though. If it does work and that somehow does help me make monies and stuff like that, and that's really the biggest issue. If I'm able to do that, then I'm able to pour more back into this. Then I'd be able to get money from this, pour more back into it, and then create this cycle of this until I have excess and dare I say disposable income. So yeah, but since you're the only one from my subscribers that was able to come by or whatever, I'm getting close to quitting. I don't know what I should, before I do that though. I might upload my like the last Minecraft videos. What if Gohan won video? What if Deku's in Team 7? I might just upload all that and just kind of put it in a community post. Like I might be calling it quits here. Um, I don't need inspiration. I have the ideas. That's not really the issue. Plus, I can't really read, so like I I process information forward, then I process it again, but backwards. Mm, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. This was kind of the final straw. Yeah. I mean, damn. I really this shit not working. I don't. I'm gonna look into the web novel stuff, man. I'm gonna give that a good try though, but I'm probably just gonna have to upload the last few videos. I know how to do world building. World building. No, but I'm not being coy with you. I get what you're trying to say, I believe, but I know how to do this stuff. But it's more of a supply and demand kind of like ordeal. Because I could sit here and build a world from nothing or whatever, and I could sit here and make these very in deep. I'll give you an example. Okay, mind you, the only equipment I have is the phone that I'm using, right? And you see that Xbox isn't mine, but my father's, but he lets me use it, so it doesn't really matter. And then in recent time that, but that doesn't have a record feature. And my phone. All of what you've seen from the very first video to the most recent video has been all my phone. The Xbox count when it comes to the Twitch and gameplay and stuff, but it was me putting it on the phone and then, editing and stuff like that. So, like, yeah, huh? Not to cry and be like, if I had equipment, I could do better. But it's just object fact. If I had these things, this would make such things easier. Yes, but more on for the fact of I've made good progress for what I've done. I'm gonna look into webtoon things, upload these last few videos, and I'm probably just gonna wrap her up. I'm not gonna delete the channel because people watch these videos and they like it and stuff like that. But uh, it's not. I don't. I'm just kind of wasting my time even thinking about this shit and not able to really upload the videos and stuff like that. I really thought this live shit was gonna work. Damn. But before I leave, the Duck Tempest, you got anything you want to say or whatever, Cuzzo? I don't want to leave and then you type something and you're like, oh man. All right, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm gonna upload that Minecraft series, see what that does, and then go from there. Basically. All right. Yeah, yeah, you talking about yeah, the fan fiction stuff. YouTube don't really care for it these days, stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I got some of the loyal supporters or whatever, but I'm gonna upload these handful of videos I do got, because I might have to just butcher the algorithm and try to brute force some Dragon Ball Z and some other stuff to see. But I might not do all that. I'm gonna upload the What If Gohan one. I'm gonna upload the My Hero, the last little bit of My Hero stuff, and then just kind of quit.